Alert you first. This is KIMT Storm Team 3. Weather coverage you can count on.
Welcome back, everyone. It is Wednesday. We've got the sunshine back in play all across the area. Maybe a few clouds starting to move in. We'll generally see clouds increase, mainly as we get into later this evening, but it's still going to make for a beautiful spring-like day. In Rochester, the sun shining bright. In Mason City, the same can be said, but we do get a little better shot of the clouds that are not too far away. They're marching in. They're not necessarily going to be bringing anything with them yet. Keyword, yet. Let's talk temperatures, though. Unfortunately, we did lose Rochester's data reading. It does come from the airport, so if they're doing any maintenance on that particular part, we unfortunately lose the data. But the last number I saw in this box was 43 degrees. I bet you we're warmer than that now, and it mainly has to do with the winds changing direction. Now coming in from the south, we're at 52 degrees in Austin, 54 in Owatonna. We have made it to 50 degrees in Mason City, Charles City as well. One thing you'll notice, big difference from yesterday, is that the winds are a little stronger. And once again, that does come with the risk when it comes to our fire. Now, we'll talk a little bit about that wildfire spread. But right now, as we go through the rest of the day, sunny skies with a few clouds expected all the way until that sun does set and the clouds begin to build back in. So it'll be predominantly an evening time thing when we do start to see more of these clouds. Ultimately, temperatures in the 50s across the area. So back to that wind speed. Yes, they are coming in from the south. No, our area is not under a red flag warning. However, not too far away further to the west, that's where we're seeing the warning. That being said, we're still dealing with dry conditions, breezier conditions, and of course, abnormal warmth. That does bring a chance that if a wildfire were to spark, it could spread pretty rapidly, even in the areas that do not have the warning. So keep that in mind. But now you may be asking, but look, there's some rain further on to the west. Isn't that going to help out? Yes and no. It'll help our friends to the west, but as it continues moving eastward, it's getting eaten up by some drier air, which is kind of a double-edged sword. It's keeping us on the sunny side, but it's also blocking all of that activity further on west. Speaking of which, it's all due in part to this low pressure system. Now, that's not necessarily going to be bringing us any of this. It's going to be more so this cold front that I'll be watching. That comes our way as it does. That's going to drop our temperatures here for Thursday evening. Oh, but wait, there's more. Further to the south, we're watching some low pressure systems develop. And as they do, that's what's going to be bringing us a rain chance, even that possibility for a little bit of snow mixed into it. Further to the north, we can see it here on Sky Tracker 3. As I push time forward, first stopping here Wednesday, 10 p.m. Seeing a little green there, maybe a sprinkle or two, but it really is just showing that moisture is coming back. Now as we go into Thursday, we see that cold front begin to pass. As that passes over, we've got the low pressure system coming in from the south and bringing us that chance for rain. So how much rain are we looking at? Not a ton. In fact, trending further to the south, that's where we see a lot of it, which isn't bad. We certainly need it all across the region. Near on the 7-day forecast, Annalise, we can see that the rain chance pretty much goes away once we hit the weekend, and then temperatures go right back up alongside dry conditions.
So hopefully you get that precipitation on Friday.
I'm really hoping it moves further to the north. We need it.
All right, thank you, Sarah.